Okay, so after the war, when you came back,
Yeah, when we come out of the service, there was no work. We try to get work wherever we can get, you know. And I forgot just what year it was that Ditter Orr and Bull Chapook and we drove to New Jersey, and we got work in Dover, New Jersey. And Friday after work, we would travel home, and then early Sunday morning, we would travel back and get down there in time to go to work, and we earned about $30-some a week. And we used to travel back and forth, Bull Chapook, Ditter Orr, and I, because we were great buddies. The work was scarce. And then after that, when I did come back for the Republic Steel, I went into plumbing with them. And when you're in plumbing, they called that trades and craft. That was a trade. And I became a plumber all my life. Without no education, I became a good plumber, a good electrician, and a good heating system person. All by watching how it was done.
that's the best way, on-the-job training, right?
Job training.
Yep.
Because I had a plumber that would not do anything, but he had the brains. He was smart, and they would not let him go. They needed him, because if they were really in trouble, they went to him and he solved the problem. And they had me work with him because nobody else would work with him, because he wouldn't do anything. The person had to do all the work. So I'd done all the work.
So you were the grunt again.
Right. But if I'd done something wrong, he'd stop me and correct me how to do it. That's how I learned.
Yep.
He was a good plumber. Didn't want to work, but he had the knowledge. And that's how I learned, by him.
Yep. The last time I was here, you talked about being an outlaw when you got back for hunting and all that. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys-
Yeah. We have a fella, Norm Fields. His son is a retired state trooper. You know young
Yep,
Norm?
yep.
Well, his father and I, we used to hunt deer in July on Tracy Road. His father got killed up in Fishy Hill Bind.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah.
A very nice man.
Yeah.
Very nice man. Oh, we had our ups and downs. We had it rough, but we managed.
Well, when there was no work after the war, you had to survive, right?
Well, yeah, when we got out of the service, there was no work, but you go like unemployment. And back then, when you got out of the service and there was no work, the government gave you money. And it was called the 5220 Club. And they says, what do you mean 5220? I said, yeah, 5220 Club. You got $20 a week for 52 weeks. And if you didn't have enough work or couldn't find work, they extended it to another 13 weeks. But the original was 5220 Club. $20 a week for 52 weeks. Work for Republic Steel, you were, a lot of the fellas, I was one of them, if you made $3,000 a year, you were doing good. Because you only got 92 cents an hour. I went done plumbing, started at 97, then I worked up a little bit, do more plumbing. Ended up with $1.05 an hour. That was big money. $1.05 an hour.
So how long were you a plumber?
All my life.
All your life? Yeah.
Matter of fact, about 3 weeks ago, I went over to my daughter's and hooked up her dishwasher.
So you never retired?
Never retired. But the trouble is, when I get down, I have a hard time getting up.
Yeah, yeah.
People call me on the phone, how to do this, how to do that. I tell them how to do it. And if you can't do it, I'll come over and you do it, I'll show you. I have stuff in the cellar, plumbing stuff. Anybody needs it, come and get it. No charge, I give it to them. I give it to them. What am I going to do with all this stuff now?
So much has changed over the years now too. With
I got motors down there. I bet you I've had brand new. I bet they've been down the cellar now 50 years. Brand new motors, controls, parts. You repair furnaces, the nozzles. I got nozzles. I got the porcelains where you put new porcelain, different sizes, different size holes. I have all that stuff. Today, take this out and put a whole new one in.
Yeah.
They don't, before we used to repair everything.
So what happened to the neighborhood here? I mean, when the mines were going and the
mines
church and all that
after the mines shut down in 1970, Then after that, Republic Steel gave all these homes for Galbraith to sell. Galbraith sold all these homes. All of these homes on Wasser Street were all company houses. And some of these widows used to pay as little as $6 a month. And they pay $6 a month, some of these poor widows. They went and paint the house when they needed painting. Their plumbing, we done their plumbing, no charge to them. Carpentry work, or company houses, they took care of them.
These were all people that either died in the mines or died in the war?
Died in the mines, they got killed.
Died and killed in the mines.
And some of these widows been married 2, 3 times.
Wow.
Tremendous, Shenko. Tursky, Chickasaw. One woman married 4 times. My buddy was in a service with me, John Mishenko. His mother, 4 times. She lost husbands in the mines. They remarried in order to live.
Sure.
She was married 4 times. And this street here was a beautiful street when I was a kid growing up. All these Polish people had gardens, they had flower gardens, they had cows up in the pasture. You would go in each other's house, have a cup of coffee, and they looked after each other. Today, you don't even dare go out the yard. Terrible this. I tell people when they go by my house, turn around and go back. I told that to one a deputy. I didn't know he was a deputy. They were talking about Wasser Street. I said, you ever go on Wasser Street? I said, you go by my house, you turn around and go back. He looks at me, he says, I can't. I said, what do you mean you can't? He says, I live on Wasser Street. I said, oh my gosh, Damaris's house. I said, that was a nice house. He lives in Damaris' house, just a few houses on the right. He's a deputy. Must be the only place he got to live. I said, of all the people, I said, you're right in the middle of the drugs.
But at least with an officer there, it got a little bit of control.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully he's right. But I was shocked when he said, I can't. I went right at him. I said, what the hell you mean you can't? He says, I live on Wasser Street. I live. I said, oh my gosh. But we've been good. I mean, nobody bothers us. My neighbor does all my plowing for me because I can't. He does it all. Everybody asks me, you need something, John? Call. You need something, John? Call. I said, yeah, I will.
That goes for
They're
me.
all good to me.
That goes for me too. You ever need anything, you call.
Hey, the 17th of next month is not very far away. I'm going to be 96. 17th of next month.
Yep.
And when you write, if there's anything you're not sure of, don't be afraid to call me. Call me and I'll tell you.
I will.
And when
I will if I don't have a question, just to talk to you.
And you
Just
know
to
what?
talk to you.
When you talk to me, I don't bullshit you.
Yep.
I tell it. I tell it as it is. I lost all my buddies. They're gone. Even the ones from the reunion, they're all gone. Every year we get together, they come to here, I go to their homes, you go to others' homes. They're all gone.
Yep.
It's a shame. This old fart here is still here, and they're gone. And I'm thankful I got my wife. She had her 91st birthday, the 6th of this month. She's 91. 17th of January, I'll be 96. And we'll be married 75 years.
Wow. Congratulations.
75 years. And I bought this house in 1958. I bought this house. There was 2 families. Beaver Broughton lived downstairs and Joe Jacob lived upstairs. And they had the first choice to buy it. Neither one wanted it. I bought this house without coming in and looking at it. I needed a home. I bought it. And after that, I done all the repairs. There was no door there. I made that door opening. Door opening was here. You went in there to the kitchen. For the kitchen, you came in here and it had a bedroom. I said, that's a fire trap. From there all the way around to the bedroom. I opened that up. I made that a doorway. I done a lot of work in this house,
It's a beautiful
and I didn't
place.
have to hire. I done it.
It's a
The
beautiful home.
bathrooms, I done that in 1970 something, because after working so long for Republic Steel, I got 13 weeks vacation. The 13 weeks I done that bathroom. Then all by myself. The paneling, the only thing is in there new is Kim carpet. They put new inlaid for me, and stairs. That I don't do. And I had Kim carpet put this in here because it was tile. Because when there was a two-family, this was after we took over. I made this a kitchen after we took over.
Yep. It's a beautiful home. Beautiful, clean, super clean home.
I try. My wife thinks it's dirty. She said, "You're not going to bring him upstairs." Yes, I am bringing him upstairs. I'd rather bring him up than me to try to bring this stuff down. Then I got to bring it back up. I said, he's here. He can look at it. And
Well, I thank you for that. I thank you.
I'd rather have you come up than me go up and down the stairs, because my hip kills me.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for my hip, I'd be all right. But I tell people what to do. It's right there.
Well, I thank you very much.
Right
I
there.
thank you very much.